All right, this is going to be clutch number 1 for 2023. Technically, this is from a 2022 breeding. We are late in November, almost December, and she just now laid. So these aren't going to hatch till 2023, and we go by hatch date for our clutch numbers. So this is going to be clutch number 1 of 2023, Albino to Toffino. So let's get her off these eggs and see what we got. Alright, so we got that albino girl off of her eggs. Holy cow, are these some big eggs. They probably don't look like it in the camera by normal, but the way they're spaced out weirdly on the tray is because, like, putting them next to each other, they were constantly touching.
Look at this pen compared to them.
Like, they're big.
In my hand.
They're big eggs. And normally our eggs are somewhere between like 90 and 110 grams. These eggs are almost 140 grams each. And she's not a real big girl either, so... really big eggs, 6 of them. So we're going to go ahead and get these in the incubator, and we will be back here in 55 days. All right, time to cut clutch number 1 for 2023. This was an albino female to our Toffino male. So what's going to come out of the clutch is going to be Toffinos and albinos. But we've done this before, and when they're in the egg, they all just look like not Toffinos. They all just look like albino until they have their first couple sheds. So honestly, everything's going to look albino, and we're not going to be able to tell you what's Toffino and not. And even when we do the post-shed, because it'll only be their first shed video as the next segment that we always do, we still won't be able to tell you what they are by then. So they need a couple sheds. If you're breeding Toffinos to albinos, they need a couple sheds before you know what they are. So everything really should just be albino looking. Just make sure they're okay because they're upside down. Oh, yep, they're fine. They were upside down, so I just want to make sure they were all right. They look fine. They have a couple deformities, unfortunately.
Oh no!
It looks like they have shark mouth, and maybe tiny eyes too.
Oh.
So yeah.
Hopefully not too bad of a shark mouth that they can eat.
Yeah, we'll see. We've had shark mouth ones before.
I think one though.
Yeah, and people say they'll never end up eating on their own. Ours did end up eating on its own. So, all right, just another albino. Just want to take a quick look in here. You can't see their head, so hopefully they're all right.
Hopefully they'll come out.
We'll say these eggs in this clutch were huge.
Oh yeah, for this girl, they were huge.
Yeah, so just unusually large eggs, which is why they were so, excuse me, so far spaced out in here. It's because of how big they were.
I mean, yeah, look at them in Daryl's hand anyway. They're just like this entire hand.
Yeah. So we're kind of expecting big babies. I'm a little disappointed to see that shark mouth one. Yep, looks albino. I can't see a head, so we'll have to wait to see how they look when they get out.
Whoops, sorry guys, zoomed the wrong way. It's been a little while since we've done a cutting video.
Yeah, so I said there wouldn't be anything really to show you much in the shutout, but I guess we'll see how that one with the shark mouth does and see if any others have that. Let's see, another albino. That doesn't look good.
Uh-oh, was this sadly a clutch that just...
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Which is heavily unexpected because they've bred together before, right? This is pairing from last year. Or did she take a different male last year?
No, we've bred her before to this same male and not had any issues, so it's unfortunate.
It's one of those things we like to watch out for is who we breed to who because, you know, it's very rare for us, but if something like this were to happen, we don't want to keep breeding the same pair.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll have to figure that out when they get out of the eggs, and hopefully they all make it.
Well, clearly we'll be back once they shed out. So clearly everything looks like albino, like it should. No weird surprises in there. Everything looks like it should look. But I'm not a little concerned about the health of this clutch. This is in our incubator that we've used forever, so I'm not worried about that necessarily being the problem. We'll just double check the temp in it real quick, but we have 2 probes in all our incubators, so I'm not necessarily worried about that. So we'll be back here post-shed and see what's healthy, what survives, and yeah, we'll be back. Alright guys, so this is typically where you would see, if you've watched our clutch cutting videos before, where you'd see us do the post-shed portion of the video. Unfortunately, we're not going to have that on this video. Typically, our videos are like pull eggs, weigh eggs, cut eggs, show post-shed, what they look like and what genetics we got. On this clutch, unfortunately, we're not going to have that because none of them made it. In the video where we were doing the cutting, we saw a shark mouth. We saw some other things concerning in the eggs that we were like, hey, we'll see what happens with these when we do the post-shed. Right. Reality-wise, only about half of them even came out of the egg. The other half never even made it out of the egg.
Yeah.
Out of the ones that made it out of the egg, the couple of them died like within 24 hours.
Yeah.
One did make it to shedding out, but unfortunately it died a couple of days after it shed out for the first time. So, and it had deformities too. It had a shark mouth and it only had one eye.
Yeah.
So unfortunately none of that clutch made it. We did go back and look at our records, and those two haven't ever paired before. I know we were doing the cutting part. We had thought that maybe those two had paired before. So it could be an issue with those two together maybe, because they've never bred before. We ruled out incubator issues because we had another clutch in there at the same time within like a week. And it came out, and it came out just fine. So I think it was either because it was a late clutch in the year, maybe, possibly. Or those two just aren't a good pair, and we won't pair them again in the future to make sure it doesn't happen again. But whatever the case, none of these babies made it out of this one.
Yeah, sad.
I'll do anything.
No, I know we try to give the best life to any animal that comes out and shows that they look like they might make it. But I mean, we've done that many times.
Yeah, we had a baby who like hatched at like 20 grams, and we thought there's no way this baby's going to make it, and we assist fed it for months.
Oh yeah.
And now it's
fine.
Fine, eating on its own, doing great. So we try to give everyone the chance we can. Even the shark mouth and one eye one, we were like, you know what? A lot of them had kinks. The ones
this one did not.
That one didn't. So we were like, you know what? We've had other ones with shark mouth that started eating. So we were like, you know what? I think with one other one time. Yeah. So we're like, you know what? We're going to give it the best chance we can, but it unfortunately didn't even make it. So
things happen like this, unfortunately, but
so no shut out on this video. And that's really all I have.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw issues in the eggs, so clearly we knew something was up. Unfortunately, it was all of them had problems.
Sadly.
So, all right.
That's about it. I don't have anything else.
Me neither. Sad end of the clutch, but there are better clutches coming up, I promise. A lot of these clutches that you're seeing right now at the beginning of 2023 are really late breedings from 2022. Late clutches from then, just hatching out in 2023. And I've heard a lot. This is our first year having that actually happen to us. And we've heard a lot of times that a lot of those clutches end up being slugs or have issues, which we are seeing. We're hitting a lot of that.
We had some slugs and stuff.
So so you'll be seeing that late 2022 clutch stuff wasn't great for a lot of them. But, it's okay. Well, we had a good one out of there too coming up. So third clutch of 2023 is actually really good so far. So you'll see that video coming up shortly in a couple weeks, hopefully. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff, and we'll see y'all next week.
Take care.
Bye, everybody.